girl, I know you think it's a game, but it is absolutely not, okay? This is the energy supplement from Just Move Supplements. That's right. It's damn near all gone, girl. And that's because I had to get that energy up so I can complete the workout, so I can give y'all this body, this transformation, get into it, okay? And I'm done working out now, so that's why we're moving on to the protein shake. Oh yes, it's already in there, girl. It's already made right here. This is the mixture of the banana pudding, the chocolate cake, and the buttercream cupcake. And you really want to be fancy, you can go ahead and add that blueberry muffin if that's what you want to do, girl. But for me, it's these three right here, okay? You put that with some almond milk, you mix it all up in honey, okay? Your muscles have gained life, new energy, agility. Get into it, okay? Just Move Supplements. Thank you very much. Hold up, Chief. Okay, don't forget about that TLC NutriBurst to get that multivitamin pocket, because we all need a little extra. And child, if you want that sea moss that go down smooth, don't come up rough, okay? Get into the TLC Nautica sea moss. Yes, get that from me. And child, if your stomach hurt and you need to move some things around so you can be free, okay, go ahead and get that ISO tea down below in the description box. Get it all from me. Come on in, come on in, come on in, not come on in, not come. Sorry, y'all know I'm weird. Whatever.
Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. So let's go ahead. Let's go ahead. Hey everybody, what's up? It's your girl BondyBlue. Okay, follow me on Instagram and let's get into the video. Right?
Hey everybody. Ooh, child, frog in the throat. Can y'all hear me? Can y'all hear me? Hey y'all. How y'all doing? Okay, listen, I'm coming, girl. I'm coming. We're going to talk about a few things. I'm going to get another tattoo today. So I wanted to come to y'all with a BondyBlue show, you know, as early as I was going to get to y'all, child. So just give me a moment because I'm waiting on my coffee to be done. And see, listen, it's almost done. I'll be right with y'all. Right. I'm here. What's going on, people? Hope you're having a good Friday, girl. Oh, Lord. Y'all, so it is Essence Weekend in New Orleans. Girl. When I say y'all, I don't know nothing that's going on. Whew. I don't know nothing about what's going on. I don't know what's happening. Usually I kind of go by the seat of my pants. You know what I'm saying? I be like, hey, girl, I guess, you know, we'll see what's going on, girl. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm about to get my tattoo in a couple of hours. I'm excited. I'm adding to this piece. So I'm super excited about that. But yes, it's about to be people everywhere. Exactly. Oh, Terry, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, love. I know how tough that is. Kenya, thank you for the super chat. Hey, Bondi, did you or any of OLP watch the Martin reunion? I was going to check it out this weekend. I did. I did watch it. And it was good. I just feel like Martin is Invasion of the Body Snatchers. Like, it's really weird. He doesn't feel or seem the same. And everybody's acting like, you know, like they don't see it. And I want somebody to say something. You know? I need a conversation. I need to sit down. You know what I'm saying? It's weird. Y'all think y'all be being smart, but y'all be being messy. Yeah, they be being messy. Yeah, that's why I'm like, don't even waste your time. That's mess. I know how people be, child. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see what we doing. Hold up, cause I don't even know where to start. I guess I don't know. Okay, no, because I'm seeing something very problematic that I didn't want to talk about. But I guess, girl, y'all see R. Kelly got sentenced to 30 years in jail, right? Y'all saw that? Let me show you. Okay. So, y'all agree? Boosie says R. Kelly's 30-year sentence is too harsh. He didn't kill anyone, aggravated or anyone. He didn't? He didn't? He didn't. He didn't? He did not. He didn't? People getting 15, 20 years for murder and he get 30. Yes, he was wrong AF for manipulating young girls and sexing them. But he didn't kill anyone, aggravated or anyone, and no blame on the parents who knew everything. Re-sentence this man. College professors get probation for this.
My boy, nearly 30, man. Fuck! Can't take this away from him, though.
Okay. What is that on his mouth? Can you fix the white? Can you fix the white first? The white around your lip? Can you fix that shit first before you get up here? Like, y'all, I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but because I find it like very weird that there are so many people that agree with this foolishness. Oh, fuck. Y'all, I'm mad at myself. I was supposed to put this on my website as well. I'm now annoyed that I did not do that when I started this live, and I almost want to start it over, but I'm not going to. Charge it to the game. Damn it. I feel like Robert, 30 years is great. I feel like 30 years feels good. I feel like I could step in the name of love comfortably knowing that Robert is behind bars for the next 30 years. He got away with the shit for 30 years. I don't know why he shouldn't go to jail for 30 years. And I feel like Boosie has like a real misunderstanding of what's happening here. So I would just like for him to remember his prison days whenever he was being bent over nasty toilet seats. I want you to remember that. Did that not stick with you? Do you not have moments where you just go into this dark place in your mind when you think about Lil Nas X? So, like, I just personally feel like you of all people should understand how someone taking control and dominating your body can be traumatizing for an extended period of time. Yeah, no, but see, it's not just about dating, and I don't even like the way that's worded. He was trafficking young girls, and these were children. And they're acting like there's nothing wrong with it. There's absolutely something wrong with it. The overall arc of controlling and dominating a woman's body is wrong. Very, very wrong. And if people don't understand that, it's because they fail to understand the pitfalls of this society and where we end up most fucked up, which is with young girls who get taken advantage of by nasty ass men in one form or another, or young boys who get taken advantage of by nasty men or nasty women, whichever. Okay? Those people grow up, have internal issues. Sometimes they get over them. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes they learn to live with them. Sometimes it causes them to become a menace and problematic to society. So when we're going to sit up here and act like these things don't matter, how y'all affect these women and how these women's children are thereby affected by this toxic ass intentional manipulation and control, you don't think that has any deeper effect on the psyche of everybody? Like, no, y'all don't think so? Okay, that's fine. That's fine. But I personally feel like when you think about every single one of those young girls that was affected, now think about everybody they're in relationships with. Then think about the children that they'll have and how their children will be affected by what happened to them and the trauma that they went through. And so now the children have to carry on that trauma, and think about how the children will then affect their children and carry on that trauma. And then we get the cycle. And y'all are going to sit up here and act like this shit is not a big deal. 30 years is too much because somebody's life isn't over. Do y'all understand how this affects some of these girls to have their first sexual experiences co-opted and made a bad memory, a traumatic experience from now on? How am I going to have a sexual relationship with a person that feels safe when some of my first ones was taken advantage of by somebody that I looked up to? He's going to jail for 30 years for trafficking. It's not just dating young girls. That's a real cute way to diminish how fucked up what was going. Like, that's real cute. But please think a little bit further. Can everybody please think a little bit further? Can I get y'all to just please think a little bit further? Think beyond just the moment. Think what's going to happen down the line. 30 years is an adequate amount of time for the 30 years that he's been allowed to tape, traffic, and traumatize young girls. Meanwhile, being on my motherfucking TV, having me singing wonderful melodies and shit. Happy people, fuck you. I'm sorry, y'all. It's very upsetting. It's very upsetting when you realize how they allow such terrible people to like endear themselves to you, because it means that you then don't see the things that they do as fucked up as they are because they've been endeared to you. And no, it doesn't matter that he makes great music. He's still fucked up. I would like for him to be in jail. I would like for him not to be able to get out. I honestly feel like Robert should die in there. Robert does not need to be. You know why he doesn't need to be in the world? Because there's no fixing Robert. Robert can have as much therapy as he wants to. There's no fixing Robert. Robert is going to be this way until he dies. That's why he doesn't need to be out in the world with everybody else, because he's going to repeat it again. He's going to do it again. He's going to find some young, stupid, mindless, brainless, already abused person to do this to again. He does not need to be out in the world, Boosie. Nigga, you really don't need to be out in the world, but you know. I mean, y'all gonna act like he's not over there traumatizing and ruining the children that he keeps procreating, and like just some of the things I have even heard him say about his own children and the young girls his children have babies with. If anybody thinks having Boosie as a grandfather is a good idea, oh my God. Do you really feel like that man should be somebody's grandfather? Are you fucking kidding me? Y'all have really got to think about these things in terms of who these people actually are. Like, everybody thinks this shit is funny though. And that's another thing that kills me. The constant need to laugh at things that are extremely detrimental to society. Like, let's laugh about the men that love to protect each other while they are predators and want to free each other and create all of these movements for us to give them grace so we can allow them to continue to abuse us. Okay, girl. Ooh, I don't know why they don't value women. They're literally not shit without them. Everything about them is predicated on a woman. R. Kelly's writing music about women, abusing women, using women to create his persona. Boosie abuses women in order to uplift his persona. Same thing. Y'all abuse women in one way or another to seem like y'all are cool, to get y'all money, to remain relevant. Y'all have to come out and say something that's against Black women, or you have to in some way be of detriment to Black women in order for you to be successful. It's very much weird. Okay. It is some type of, like, I think exercise, a traditional practice, like where it's a dark thing. It's a dark thing. And I feel like paying attention to the fact that niggas is low vibrational and not good for anybody's community whatsoever. But as long as they making music that weekend, when I 16, 17, on my mistake, Booster, get on your mother, nigga, get money. I like that. I used to have hoes. It's all good then, right? Nah, I feel like I should be able to enjoy all you niggas' music, listening to it for free on YouTube while y'all are in prison somewhere. Stepping in the name of love. Okay, and being a badass. BOOSIEBADAZZ. That's me. Wipe me down. Yeah, after you fit, never mind. Because I'm about to say something very terrible. Wipe him down. Sirs, wipe him down. Let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and press on. Let's see what else I want to talk about, because this is whatever's going on. Y'all know how I like to just get up here and talk about whatever's going on. All right. Here. Y'all know we talked about this last night on the Ooh Ladies First panel on Niecy's channel. We talked about Karisha in the BET Awards. Girl, listen, I'm not about to go back and watch all of the BET Awards. It was cute. Chloe's performance was the best one. Chloe killed her performance. I feel bad for Giveon because he had that little fuck up at the beginning. I did not watch Usher's Tiny Desk yet. I've seen all of the clips that everybody's been posting. I know Usher's a good singer. I'll catch it at some point. But I'm not like I don't fan out for Usher the way a lot of y'all do. I like his music and all of that, but like Niecy's the one. Niecy's the one you call when you want people to be like, oh my God, Usher. She call her. Don't call me. But yeah, I'm gonna watch it though, because I do love his music, but his energy is Giveon said it was a joke that he said his BET messed his mic up. Let me tell you something. Good singers, I'm gonna tell y'all, I have noticed this. Yes, it is very difficult to stay on key when you can't hear the music. But I would like to say that artists that are really good singers, it doesn't matter if they can hear or not, they know and they have muscle memory for where the notes are in their situation, like in their mouth. Or, what I'm saying, or the placement. Ronnie DeVoe, placement, because that's a word when it comes to this music thing. Okay? When you a really good singer, you know what I'm saying? Like, you are not really going to go off key that often, because your muscle memory for what a placement is supposed to go is there, no matter whether you can hear yourself or not. So for me, I feel like it's a testament to people not being that good of singers. You know what I'm saying? Because really, really good singers, I feel like they don't need to hear themselves all the time to make sure they don't go that far off their note. Okay? So that's one thing. I felt bad for him because I feel like it happens. Yes. Chloe had the same technical issues. I saw Chloe take her earpiece out. Did you hear Chloe go off key one time? Nope. You didn't hear her go off key not one time. And it's because she's a real fucking singer. And that's what I love about her. And that's why I don't care what anybody says about how over-sexualized she is and all of that shit. I don't give a fuck. Okay? She ain't just on Instagram shaking ass. She on Instagram shaking ass while also creating a beautiful song. And if that's what you want to do, then girl, live your life. Shake that ass and make that cash. Okay, listen. She's an amazing artist. She's an amazing singer. And to me, she puts the work where the work is supposed to be put in. So all of that other shit is lanyard. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, BET Awards was interesting. You saw Kirk Franklin having that conversation with Lemuel from Zeus Network. Like, nigga, don't you ever put my fucking son on your ignorant ass network and embarrass him like that again. Like, that's what that conversation felt like to me when I was watching it. Mariah Carey and Lotto, that was so cute. I love that for Lotto. Lotto, what was going on with that tan? That tan was weird, Lotto. But I was happy for you, girl, because you were so excited, and I just, I'm happy for you because I know you want your success and you working real hard for it. But every time she thinks that nigga in prison, I just be like, listen. Listen, okay. I'm mad I missed Doechii, but I saw her beautiful dress and everything. I love Doechii. I'm sorry, that wasn't Doechii who I saw. That was the other girl. Yours, mine, do this for hours. Mooney Long or whatever. That was her. But I love Doechii. Like, I really do love Doechii's vibe. Like, she really get me bucked up. It's not that I'm crazy. I'll put this on, okay, yeah, all that shit. What else happened? Diddy. So, y'all. Oh, Mary J. Blige told the teleprompter to get there. Yeah, they was having technical issues. Go back. Stupid ass. Shout out to Mary. Lil Kim's performance for them honoring Diddy, bad. Came in late. She looked crazy, y'all. Kim looked crazy, and I didn't save it because I don't want to go back and look at it because it scares me. But Kim looks crazy, y'all. Kim looks all bloated in the face. Her legs look like you can just pop them off and then pop them back in and pop them off and then pop them back in. And she's always doing her, what I'm saying, thing or whatever, and then her neck was like, ugh. And I was just kind of like, oh my God, Kim, what have you done? Whatever. Anyway, Kim was such a big part of Diddy's career. I feel like it was fucked up that her segment wasn't longer and that it was messed up like that, because I just kind of felt like, she Kim is that bitch when it comes to Bad Boy in their whole, situation. Like, I don't know. I just kind of feel like it was disappointing that her performance wasn't more. I was surprised they had Shine. I ain't gonna lie. I said, is that Shine? First of all, Shine is in politics. Shine is a Muslim. Shine, didn't Diddy get him deported? Child, allegedly. I don't know. Faith always sounds good for the most part. Like, Faith is another one you ain't really vocally gonna ever catch her slipping that hard. She might slip a little bit, but she ain't gonna slip that hard. Okay. It ain't never gonna be the Mario Omarion versus for Faith. Okay, but Shine did look good. But I was just kind of like, child, what kind of money or what did y'all give Shine in exchange for him to perform at the Devil's honoring? Okay. Diddy looked really good when he came out to give his speech. I've said this, if y'all haven't heard, this is why I told y'all that I feel like I know for a fact that Karisha mind is gone. Y'all, everybody's doing this thing where y'all act like, oh no, she don't have no expectations. And let me tell y'all something. Stop lying to yourselves about not having expectations. Stop lying. Stop lying. Stop lying. Oh, I don't think she's taking it seriously. Stop lying. Stop fucking lying. Why you fucking lying? Oh, why you fucking lying? Like, you're lying. Everybody that's saying that shit, you lying to yourself. Because let me tell you something. Diddy walked out on that stage and Diddy looked the fuck good. Diddy looked good, y'all. Let me tell y'all something. I have had a crush on Diddy since I was young. Like, when I can remember one of the first videos that I ever remember really paying attention to was the which one was it? With him and Biggie on the boat. Whichever one it was, with him and Biggie on that boat. And he used to always wear sunglasses back then, so you never knew his eyes was fucked up. But he just used to always look swagged out. And, he was all chocolate and, always looked like he had a lot of money. It's his mouth and his skin. Yes. Good mouth, good skin. Yeah, all about the Benjamins. Right. Because they had the Versace shirts on and they was on a boat and shit. That's like one of the first videos I can remember. Okay. Listen, you can say you all you want to. I'm talking about in hypnotize. No, thank you. That's what it was. Not all about the mention. It was hypnotized. Thank you. And I was about to say that one, but my mind went. But yeah, like he was there was the energy about him back then. Now, over time, I was like, yeah, Diddy does too much. He lame to me. The dancing in the videos, trying to act like you're a good guy amongst the hood niggas when it's obvious that you're probably worse than the hood niggas because you're intentional and manipulative. Like, I noticed that over the years. When Biggie died and then the movie came out after the fact and it made him look like a saint in some respect when he antagonized a lot of the bullshit that was going on back then. And I know because I was alive and I remember some of the things. So for me, you know, I just kind of feel like, nigga, you on bullshit. So I kind of have like this long form picture of Diddy. So I went through I don't like him. I like him. Maybe he's different now. I like him. No, he's the same. I don't like him. Like, I'm going to just go ahead and tell you, I feel like I've been through that with Diddy. And so I feel like I have a really clear picture of who he is. And where's the hold up? Let me see if I can pull up this live real quick. Here we go. Thank you so much, Ranting with Ricardo. Hold up, y'all. This right here. When this happened, this would let me know. Hold up. This is what let me know that I was right about how I felt about him. And this is how I know that Karisha has expectations. And this is how I know that no matter what y'all are talking about, every 28-year-old woman dating a attractive older man with a lot of money and the ability to fuck you to sleep, as they said in the interview, okay? Those things are hard to ignore, okay? Niggas have Delilah energy, okay? Diddy is one of the men that will love bomb you, that will give you all of the attention, that will make you feel like you the best thing since sliced bread, drop bread on you, okay? Do all of that shit, okay? Have you the only one in the video next to his mama. Nigga trying to do, like, that's what he'll do to you. And then he'll get on stage at the BET Awards and low-key play with you. Act like the speech is not written out. And like play about it, you know. I'm gonna thank this person. And I thank that, and I'm gonna thank that person. Oh, you know what? And Cassie, you know what I'm saying? And Kim, and you know, but you know, thank you to everybody, you know what I'm saying? Thank you to everybody. All right, y'all, you know, I'm about to go. Oh, but you know what? Wait a minute. I'm gonna give $1 million to this, and I'm gonna give $1 million to that. All right, y'all be good. I'm out here. Meanwhile, she's standing in the crowd in a beautiful gown, worth something by her fucking self, standing in a crowd with a fucking sign talking about go Poppy, with the most dumb smile on her face. And y'all gonna say up there, she just trolling. To me, you could think some shit funny, but if everybody is laughing at you the next day on the Breakfast Club, the shit ain't what you thought it was. It ain't giving what you thought it gave, which is why the apology came yesterday and didn't come, well, not even the apology, but the acknowledgement. He acknowledged, oh, nobody's ever done anything like that for me before. That's what he said. And it almost sounded like, oh, look at you doing this little extra shit that nobody ever would have thought to do, like have a sign at the award show. But that's so sweet. Look at you trying real hard to make Poppy happy, huh? That's what that is. And so let me go ahead and play this audio for y'all. Oh, fucking that. Your hoe. I got that hoe this time. Ugh. Hold up, y'all. Gotta throw it away. Caught that hoe that time. All right.
We need a good bop.
So you back in your bop. The bop is back.
What you think? You gonna interview? I told you, we just gonna get on here and how we talk. You know I'm in the bop. You wouldn't even ask me no questions. See, you on that, Karisha? Please, Tom. We ain't gonna be doing no interviews now. I'm just talking to my friend, baby. For real.
Why you telling her how to talk?
Talking to you.
No, you're not.
I'm back in my bop.
Okay, then.
Okay, you know that.
I know you back in your bop.
I'm gonna ask you, am I back in my bop?
What time it is?
Yeah, you know what time it is. What time is it?
It's Friday. It's shot o'clock.
Let's go. No, for real. What you doing though?
I'm getting my hair. I got a show tonight.
Can we bring the music out here?
Yeah, I want to hear
everybody.
I want to hear "Gotta Move On." That's my song.
All right, you gonna get Gotta Move On.
We gotta take a shot by X.
It's shot by X. We single as a motherfucker. Yeah.
Single.
Cheers. Single and free.
Cheers to being single.
Isn't it single? Turn it up. Oh my love.
Oh my God, I don't know what they're singing. Stop it. I don't know what they're singing. I can't have them singing on my live. I see.
Attention to me.
No, for real. So that's
He ain't paying attention to me. My DJ Rob, he ain't paying attention to me.
no, for real. So let's talk about the single. What the single about?
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
Stop freaking
I'm
us
gonna get
out
into
now.
that. I'm gonna wait till next week and really get into that a little bit deeper. I don't want to get into that with you. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to talk about that today. All I can say is sometimes, you know, you got to move on. Sometimes, for real, with like everything, I'm one of the people that it's like that. It's hard for me to move on. I mean, when I got fired from Uptown, I was crying like a baby. I didn't want to go out there in that big world. Shout out to anybody that got fired though. But for me, my shit was just, you know, I ain't had no choice. So he wasn't doing me no more. It was over. You know how when it be just over, ain't no coming back. It was over.
You got
real quick. Over real bad, baby. Real bad.
Okay, so I want y'all to pay attention to the fact that she's trying to have a conversation with him and she wants him to talk to her. And that's not what's happening. That's not what's happening. He's directing the conversation. He's talking about himself. He's not really saying, like, he's not really interacting with her as much as he is just responding to her. Okay, it's a way that he's doing it. Okay, it's a manipulation. And if you notice, pay attention to her responses. Pay attention to her responses. There are a few times in their interactions where you can tell that if this was another person, she would have responded differently, but she swallowed it. And for me, that's the signal right there. She's swallowing something for him. That's the signal for me.
He's about real bad. What?
Yeah, karma's a motherfucker. You know, no matter what, you're gonna get hit with something back. You know what I'm saying? Cheers, though.
I already took my shot.
You said what? No. I own Deleon, so I can take more shots. It's all right. And I'm feeling good. I don't give a. You give up? What's going on?
No, I'm about naked. I'm vibes.
Yeah.
All she said was,
where you at?
I already took my
Right
shot.
now.
He said, I don't give a fuck.
I'm in Miami at my house.
Can I get some smoke, please? Something feels so good right now. I'm so happy.
You look good.
I'm so happy, man. Play that shit again. Shout out to Bryson. But just to be putting the frequency back. So we have some parties where like men and women can dance, you know. Mother can feel good. Need a new DJ. Need a new DJ right now. KK, give me a new DJ.
Diddy, what's up?
My engineer out here.
Diddy,
You see?
what's up?
Okay, do y'all see this moment right here when she like, Diddy, what's up? That's because she feel like he not paying her no attention. So she like, hey, pay attention to me. Y'all, the reason why I understand what's happening is because this has happened to me before. Like I've went through this in some respect. So it feels very familiar to me. So that's why I can recognize what's happening, y'all. It's not because I'm trying to judge her. It's not because I'm trying to shit on her. It's because I'm trying to show y'all something. These things happen in conversations with some men all the time. And when this is the type of conversation that you're having with a man where it feels like this is a manipulation. This is a man that is trying to get you to care more than he cares.
What up?
You with the vibes?
With the vibes, what's up? Talk to me. I just want to.
What's going on? What you want to talk about? What's going on? What's in the air?
Ain't shit in there. You know I don't gossip. I'll just call you, say what's up. I want to just have a party with you. All right. What's in the air? I'm in the air. I'm in the air. When you ain't been outside yet? You ain't been outside yet?
What are you talking about?
I'm not outside, inside. I'm outside.
Do y'all see this? Making an argument. Making an argument, y'all. He's making an argument when there is none. Am I the only one that's been through this before? Like, I'm just saying, like, he's making an argument. He's trying to have a confrontation with her. It's very weird. And y'all, this happened before the sign, okay? So I'm trying to get y'all to see the pattern. It's not giving, I don't care. It's not giving, I don't have any expectations.
Outside.
Okay,
That's what's in the air. Love is in the air. You said what? What'd you say?
I'm not laughing.
What'd you say?
I said we outside.
I thought you said about something about putting me on the sidewalk. I was like, you ain't divorcing me, girl.
Oh my God.
I'm on the sidewalk though. I ain't gonna lie. It's rough out there.
Exactly.
But I'm outside though.
Yeah, you have outside. You in the sky. How about that?
Yeah. That's what I told you.
The conversation.
What? Cause what?
Cause what happened?
Cause what? You tell me. You tell me.
Like,
You
who's
tell me
talking
what
like
the
this,
fuck is up.
y'all? Who's actually
You
talking to
are-
people like this?
All right. Tell me what's going on with you.
It's Friday. I'm sitting
They don't have
here
nothing in
again. I'm in
common.
glam. I'm like, so you know, I'm always working. So I got a show tonight.
Where your show at? Where's your show at?
In Miami.
Oh shit. That shit gonna be lit. Yo, everybody in Miami when y'all
She didn't already said that.
When y'all see Young, when y'all
That's how you know he's
see
not listening
Karisha
to her.
and JT, I want y'all to turn up extra loud. You know what I'm saying?
Right, because we need you to
Get
tell
the
us
vibes
to
up,
support
lift
the
up
city girls.
frequency. What are you typing?
You looking gooder than a mother right now. I think it's the sun or something. I don't know. Back the camera up. Let me see you.
Okay, so that's a tactic right there. What she's doing is a tactic. When you feel like the nigga not giving you what you want to, what you trying to get from him, then you compliment him. Because if you compliment him, then that should make him then want to reciprocate that energy in some respect, right? Right? I'm just saying, like, I'm telling y'all.
You said to do what? Raise the camera up?
Let me see. You look good.
Okay, sure. You can get all that work.
Ooh. Ooh, yes. Ooh.
Not the shoe.
Okay. Yeah.
And then nigga own some shit. You know?
Yeah.
You gotta own some shit. I don't want to hear nobody talking about they don't own no shit, baby. You know, don't pop no big shit over here. You gotta own some shit.
What the fuck? And see, that's what I'm saying. She's talking about how good he look, and now he's talking about you gotta own some shit. What are you even talking about, Diddy? Like, he's not a real person, is what I'm saying.
Everybody gotta get to getting some real estate. Yeah, let's pop off, man. Let's be big. Let's be wealthy. Let's go. You know what I'm saying?
Nigga, shut up.
Use your money wisely. I'm just in my bag. I don't even know what's up.
Yeah, I'm feeling you right now. I'm feeling you. I'm feeling the view.
Okay.
Everything. I'm just feeling you right now. I'm liking what I see.
Congratulations, though. I'm definitely feeling you. We got together. A lot of people don't know this.
Congratulations.
Like 2 years ago, I had offered you Karisha, please. But not 2 years ago. Whenever you was on Respectfully Justin. You know what I'm saying? And I ran up.
A year ago.
You said what?
That was like a year ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ran up on you. I was like, yo, you a superstar. You know what I'm saying? And so,
nah, but he been watching her for 2 years.
A lot of people, we didn't
been
get to
watching
that
her for
interview.
2
That's
years.
how
He just told on
we
himself.
became friends. You know, getting some money together, supporting each other. That's how she support Delion. She got some pajamas that she made for the women. She made a special pair for me, and I get to do. Sometimes I do these deep conditioners. You know what I'm saying? And hydrating masks. So that's why sometimes I need the bonnet. So we moving a lot of work from candles to.
Y'all, she is a business opportunity for him. But let me tell y'all something. This is the Ike Turner business school. Okay, let me tell y'all what I think right quick. I could be wrong, y'all. I could be wrong. I want to say that. I could be wrong. I'm always open to being wrong. But it feels like when men realize in order to really, really make money off of a woman that's valuable in that way, that can be a commodity, you gotta be in a relationship with her. It's giving Ike Turner business school. It is, because you get with somebody and you make them think it's all about the business, right? Nah, we just gonna, you know what I'm saying? I just want to help you, you help me. And then they slowly but surely kind of start to romance you. You know what I'm saying? And you're not really paying no attention because you're a city girl. Okay. But it's only so long that you're going to be able to ignore money, a nice smelling, good looking man, and the access that he has and how he can be when he's love bombing you. It's only so much you're gonna be able to like ignore from a nigga. You know what I'm saying? Especially when he's being intentional about coming at you, right? But it's also he can use you to benefit him. Diddy is relevant, y'all. But Diddy is falling behind because Diddy is getting old. And it doesn't matter how, you know, relevant. It doesn't matter how you dance. It doesn't matter how many award shows you pop up at, how many times you get on Instagram. You know, it doesn't matter how you infiltrate the system. If you're not fucking with one of these young girls, then you definitely not staying in the news cycle. Diddy wants to stay in the news cycle so that he can get more, you know, he can get back successful again, like really successful, like relevant successful, versus just being one of the old heads that's just so, you know, they're legendary relevant, which is different. But you get with Karisha, right? You get with Karisha, and now you can make money off her, and you can make money off of all of the shit that you want to sell to her demographic, okay? And to the girls and then the people that support her. So it's a way to not only get your money up, but to make money off of her, who's already relevant, who's popping right now, who's young, who doesn't have to, you know, compete with the aging process right now. Okay? So to me, it very much gives, I'm going to get in a relationship with you because you're easier to control when I have some type of sexual or romantic relationship with you. You're easier to control. So that way I can make sure ain't no other nigga getting in your head to deter you from what I want you to do. Because a lot of men feel like the only thing that can really get between him and a woman that he wants is another nigga or a friend that she trusts. But see, JT already got her own abusive situation going on, so she ain't gonna be too much bother. Diddy, all Diddy got to do is have a slight conversation with Lil Uzi Vert, okay, by word of mouth. And I bet you any money, JT can be pulled away from worrying about anything Karisha got going on. 2Ls, thank you for the super chat. He's giving predatory record label owner. He's done this to a lot of his artists, promised the world and love bombed them to use them to his benefit. And that's what I'm saying. Thank you for that. He has you know, he has a history. He has a history of this. So I just kind of feel like, you know, everybody wants to, you know, glaze over it. Like it's not as weird and you know, kind of like we shouldn't be as cautious about it as we feel. You know what I'm saying? But I just kind of feel like, listen, people can do whatever they want to do. I hope Karisha continues to be successful. But it looks like it's going to end up being sad to me. It doesn't matter how you slice it. It feels like it's going to end up being sad to me because it feels like you're thinking that you're not really falling, but you're falling. You're falling. You just think you're not, but you are. Okay. And then when you realize you've fallen, girl, you might be too down on the floor, too low down on the floor to get up. I'm gonna just say, because I just feel like a lot of strong women have been completely dismantled and dehydrated by a nigga like Diddy. Okay, so I think that, you know, there is nothing wrong with people wanting that young girl to be cautious, because a lot of us have been young and can see a man like Diddy and what he's about. And because it doesn't, like, that's what I'm telling y'all, like at some point the money has to not matter, because even the people with money are unhappy. So at some point there has to be a level of this that's like, I don't give a fuck how much money you got. I don't care how much access you got. I'd rather just be where I'm at with it. Because that shit feel like falling hard. Okay? Like Cassie was, like, I feel like he had Cassie and Kim Porter in that fucking house for years. Like, it felt like them two women was just in their house waiting on him to get home for years. And there was still so many other people that he was fucking with and all of that. And listen, open relationships are open relationships, but something makes me feel like those two women weren't in an open relationship. They were sitting at home at the behest of Puffy. And whenever Puffy decided that he wanted to come out and play and show them, you know, and show them to the world and all of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever he wanted to use them for, pull them out the bag, use them for being beautiful. You know what I'm saying? And then go on about your way. Diddy is another Robert. He's just being smarter about it. He beat babies out of women allegedly, so proceed with caution. Oh, I ain't never heard that, but that's upsetting. Diddy has many narcissistic traits. And I'm just looking at a 50-year-old man that can't even have a succinct conversation. Like that's to me the way he was, I'm just in my bag and like, nigga, what are you on right now? Please calm down. Like in the way she was just sitting there, like listening, and then he would say something that would come at her sideways, and she would want to like say something, but she knew it was in her best interest not to antagonize him or make the situation worse because he was already coming at her and she ain't even saying shit. Like, and then everybody gonna act like it's a joke, it's a game, and it's like I thought it was a joke in the game too. But now they got contracts and shit involved. He was making no sense. Listen, I ain't gonna say it because I don't have time for that. I ain't gonna say it, but that's what it looked like. I ain't gonna say it, but what it looked like. Okay, let's go back. All right, so y'all, let's talk about Black Ink Crew. I tried to get Kit on the phone, but we just couldn't. We couldn't mesh schedules to get on the phone, girl. But hopefully she'll call me. So, y'all, this is Miss Kitty from Black Ink Crew. Y'all know Black Ink Crew done had a whole bunch of shit going down. I talked to y'all about Caesar and them damn dogs, okay? Him abusing them dogs. And Duchess coming out saying he laid hands on her. And we already know his daughter said that he laid hands and feet on her. And then the girl Suzette came out and said he laid hands on her, and we don't care about her because we feel like, bitch, you let him lay hands on his daughter and you argued on his behalf and made the situation worse by talking about his daughter's body. And I don't even want to know what you were saying to her in the house when he was laying hands and feet on her. But either way, bitch, I don't care about your abuse when you didn't care about his daughter's abuse. That's how I feel about that. So all this stuff has been going on with Black Ink Crew, and Miss Kitty, I think, was one of the other people that came out and just talked about how terrible C's is and how the show is, on bullshit. She been like wanting to talk, but not really wanting to talk. So hopefully, we can have a conversation at some point. But this is what It's Only Entertainment is saying. There is always some drama with the Black Ink Crew franchise. So much toxic behavior and negativity goes on behind the scenes. The cast is not the only ones that contribute to that, but the production crew as well. Child, when I tell y'all these producers, many wondered how Kit was able to gain opening cast credits on New York and Chicago, considering how boring she was. Well, that's tough. She was able to do by sleeping with Rashad Daniel and Slaine Hatch, two executive producers of the show. Y'all, this article is writing this shit like they know it for a fact, and that is problematic, but we'll continue. We know what you're thinking. How could she have slept with them when she was having a hot girl summer with Caesar and Ryan? Well, sorry to tell y'all, but Kit was a smut. This is disrespectful as fuck. Who owns this? Who owns this Instagram? As Young Bae would say, she do business with her. She slept with Caesar, Ryan, Rashid, Slaine, a cameraman, and a security guard. Oh, she did? I don't know. That just sounds like too many. She used that as leverage to keep her job. Although she slept with Rashid and Slaine with consent, she used the Me Too movement against them. We hear she threatened to file a lawsuit against Big Fish and VH1, which allowed her to get her way between the two franchises. So instead of firing her from New York for lack of exciting storyline, she was moved. First of all, since when do they fire anybody for lack of storyline? Get the fuck out of here. You can stop right there with the bullshit. We're gonna say allegedly, but this is pure all facts. Oh, okay. We hear the Chicago franchise is canceled after this season, and after Caesar being in the hot seat for brutally beating his two dogs, New York might be getting cut as well. They should be. Let that shit die. Okay, let it be over because it's all over. Okay, Tati blast her. As we stated in our previous post, Miss Kitty sleeping with executive producers Rashid Daniel and Slaine Hatch was talked about every day on set of filming Black Ink Crew season 8. Swipes to see Instagram stories during that posted during season 8 from Rashid and Kitty, and the caption is insider information. Tati also called Miss Kitty out for sleeping with producers to keep her job. We do not lie. Okay. The only thing about you not lying is how the fuck would any of y'all be able to know what was done between her and a man if y'all weren't in a room with her and that man? So these are pictures of them together. She said, I ain't never lied on anybody's name, so stop lying on mine. Miss Kitty, you fuck producer, security, and EP to stay on TV because you're too boring to actually have a storyline. Tati, you tried to have storylines and we didn't care. So I feel like too boring. Bitch, you were boring and you were still there. You're fake, manipulative, and straight up disgusting. You're disrespectful to yourself and anyone who cares about you. Stop saying I was a bad friend because we both know the truth. I ain't never lie on you. You lied on you. I bet if I was fucking everybody or everything, my storyline would look different. Fuck out of here. I'm blocked. So go ahead, screenshot and send it. Okay. Things were, you know, Tati was saying a lot. Y'all know I don't really like Tati like that. But anyway, this was Kit's response.
Just filled with lies and just untruths because they're upset. They're upset they weren't featured on the show, and they've been carrying this for this person's been harassing me for 3 years. So you know, it's okay. I thought about it. I was like, you know what? And I wasn't even mad about it. I'm just like, okay. So you didn't learn anything from the Cardi B Tasha K situation. You didn't learn anything. That's okay. You will. I've already spoken to my lawyer, and we're on that. And I'm glad that they put, we're not going to say allegedly because we know this to be fact with no proof to actually back it up. I'm like, give me something. Give me a text message. Give me a text message. Give me documentation. Give me something. You're just giving hearsay. Yeah. Just giving hearsay. You know, it's up to you. That's crazy. They coming at you like that.
Whoever runs this blog, ooh, your energy is really your energy hella
Cease and desist.
I can't even see you, but the way you write and the shit you saying.
But yeah, this is all. I was just listening. I was looking at it like, dang, how do you know? Where's the proof of this? That's the real reason why I wanted. Oh no, it's not. Oh no, nobody put me on blast because it isn't true. It isn't true at all. At all. First of all, this is even just stupid to me to even try to.
We'll get to it, kid.
They wouldn't try to slay because others in the hot sleep. Since Essence Fest, he wanted camera time back on. Kennedy, please tell him. Please tell him. Okay, so first of all, to the sake I'm after who she has in heaven. Yeah, who hurt you? But I do have the documentation that I had to send to the network, Big Fish, and my lawyer for that person that was harassing me back in 2019. I do have that. I do have that documentation. So it's all right. It's all right. I couldn't see it because I blocked that person and their pages. All their pages. I blocked them 3 years ago, back in 2019. And still going. Still going. You were irrelevant to the situation for it to be brought up. Clearly, it's true. What was true? What was true? Now, if I were to use the Me Too movement to try to get something, why do you think that they would keep the same
Thank you, DeQuasia.
Keep the same showrunner, excuse me. No, network is going, let me tell y'all something. VH1 ain't about to play. So if I were to threaten to sue for like sexual misconduct or something, do you think they would keep the same showrunner that I was talking about? No, because it's not true. And why am I still cool with these producers today? If I were to like threatening to ruin their careers, do you think they would still be cool with me? No. So, Kitty, they kick people off for irrelevancy. You wasn't doing enough to say they're hopping from shop to shop. But where was I kicked off at? Where was I? You know what? You're here to troll. That's fine. You're here to troll.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Miss K responds to our report of her finessing her way on Black in Crew New York and Chicago by sleeping executive producers Rashad, Daniil, and Slaying Hat. She claims she will be filing a lawsuit. She says we should have learned from Cardi B's case with Tasha K. What she doesn't know is that the same producer she was sleeping with, she wanted our CEO on set until he found out about us reporting the story of her hot girl summer with Ryan and Caesar. Kat decided to lie to VH1 claiming we were harassing her, which was false. Daniel later got rid of the 5 scenes where the story was reported to satisfy Miss Kat. The entire cast and members of the production were buzzing about her sleeping with the 2 producers on set the entire filming of season 8. So what's going to happen is everyone will be called to take the stand and everyone will have the same version reported here today. We promise you. Keep in mind, Big Fish USA is the same production company that got rid of evidence of killing of a Black man on set of a live PD show. Okay, so let me just go ahead and just say this. It's only entertainment. You toxic as fuck. Like, you just real toxic about D. But I'm gonna just say, like, I don't know if this is true. I would love to hear kids like full explanation, you know what I'm saying, of this shit, because I'm just curious. But ultimately, I don't care if Kid fuck producers on Black Ink Crew. I thought one of them niggas was gay, so I ain't even know that, you know, she could or would. But I'm just saying, like, who cares? What about Caesar beating on people? What about that? That's more important than her fucking producers. Like, what? I'm like, you know, y'all love to try to like distract people with making a woman seem like she's a hoe or something like that. Girl, you think I care about who that lady fucks so she can get on reality TV? As if any of that shit is honorable enough for me to care about how she got there? Girl, please. I care when somebody fuck their way at a business where it mattered. Like, Kit wasn't nobody boss on that show in order for her. Like, don't use nepotism and fucking your way to the top to get a job you can't handle. They on a reality show. You think I give a fuck about them using their relationships to get whatever the fuck they want to get out the situation? I don't care. First the fuck all, you thought you did something. She thought she ate. Kit's a hoe. Who cares? Even if it is true. And I don't think it's true because I just don't feel like essentially Kit would have to have sex with that many people to do anything. She's just too pretty. Like, a lot of the times women who are as pretty as Kit don't really have to do that much shit with niggas in order to get what they want. So I can't even imagine her spreading herself that thin for this shitty ass show. And she hasn't even been on the show recently. So I just kind of feel like, yeah, no, I don't really see it going down like that. Maybe sleeping with one of them at one point in time, and then through the years, maybe slept with another one because they was liking each other. Okay, fine. Or even if it was close in proximity, watch me not give a fuck. What does that have to do with the price of tea in China? This lady fucking produces on a reality show. What? I'm worrying about the nigga that's out here abusing people and beating on the puppies. What about that? Suzette with her bruises and shit. What about that? Give a fuck about Kit having sex with producers? That's Tuesday's news. Don't nobody care. Like that. Ooh. Y'all want my about where I got this from? I got this from Brina K. Let me see. I'll put it while I'm sitting here. Okay. Where I got it from Brina K. I don't know where her other page is, because I got it from her. But she was selling it. I don't know where her other page at. They got it on there, but that's where I got mine from. Anyway, what else I want to talk to y'all about? Let's see. Y'all see Apple Watch, y'all? I was so happy when I saw this. This shit literally made me like feel better. I was having a bad day. And I saw this and I was like, thank you, Lord. Like, for her to be sitting up smiling, looking at us, like, that just made me feel so good, especially because we didn't know how that shit was going to turn out, you know, after that terrible accident. So shout out to Apple Watch for continuing to grow and get better, because we want her to live. Okay. I've already talked about this. Do y'all want me to talk about this since I've already talked about it? Let me know. Y'all like the video. It's 886 of y'all in here. Make sure y'all like the video and let everybody know that we're on live, because I'm gonna get off of here in about 20 minutes, because I told y'all I gotta go get my tattoo done. So probably 15 minutes. Y'all want me to talk about it? Okay, let's talk about it.
Like, before you can ever ask me for something, I'm already on it. I mean, he's spoiled. And you know, when I talk to my girlfriends about it, I was like, oh, how you guys doing? And I'm just like, girl, he's rotten. I'm like, he's spoiled rotten. Like, he's rotten. But I love that. Like, I want him to be that. I think my biggest flex is how I treat my man. And I've been known to love people back to health. And sometimes it's very draining, but my love is my superpower. And I used to hate that about myself. But now it's like, I'm just embracing it. Like, that's who I am. Like, if I love you, I can heal you.
What does a submissive?
It is my joy. You know, I love to see him eating the meal that I cooked. I love seeing him sleep easy every night, like clockwork. I scratch this man's back to sleep. And I know when he's asleep because I can tell when his breathing changes. And some people might think that's psychotic, but that's like, I just know that's when I'm like, oh, I can stop now. But I find joy in being your rest. You know? So know what that means. And that works for us because he wants what I have to offer.
What are you getting from all that you're giving? What are you asking for in return?
It is my joy. Know that dance. You better know that 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, dishes clean. 2, laundry.
She don't even sound the
Whatever,
same.
like, whatever that is to you, own what that is. I can only say what it is to me. But if you have a long day and you fight in the world, you would never come back and fight me. You would never come back and walk into a space that is not welcoming you.
Do you think that this is controversial in some capacity?
Absolutely. To some, it could be enabling. You know, and someone told me one time, they're like, you're enabling him. And I told him how that made me feel. And he was like, of course they're going to say that. They don't have nobody doing that for them.
How did it make you feel?
It made me feel like maybe I am. But at the same time, that's my love. So if you don't understand it, you know.
This is the part that's scary to me.
It's not, I'm not loving on you.
This whole little part right here
That's
scares
how I
me.
love. And whoever I love is going to know that.
Is the goal to acknowledge that you're one way or the other? Because in me acknowledging I'm very dominant, I know where I have to soften up. And in you acknowledging where you're submissive, you know where you have to get more assertive and aggressive.
Yeah.
So is the joyful place for everyone to get to the middle?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I want to get to the middle. I think that, and this goes to me studying my person. I have an A+ in his studies because I just know him, you know. And then it's
Does
like,
he have an A+ in you?
I think so. I mean, I think I make it easier for a man to be with me because they don't have to do much. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he does because
is the goal.
So I hear there are other things like her not wanting to do anal, but doing it anyway because that's what he wants, even though it's painful for her. Like I heard somebody say something about that in the long form interview. Then this.
Everything right just so a man can choose me. Yeah, cut that shit out. Because I'll keep it real with you. Men already know what they want in a woman and who they want. But if you're so nurturing and you're an asset and it's not you, they'll never tell you to stop doing what you're doing because it's beneficial. And I don't want to hear none of that shit like, oh, I'm just a nice person. I'm genuinely like that. Well, bitch, you gonna genuinely get played. No, it's just that I'm just naturally like that. Like the shit I do for him is natural. And your natural ass is gonna get played. If you are making a man's life easier, i.e. cooking, cleaning, providing pussy whenever he wants and he's giving you the minimum, he's never going to do more. And he's never going to tell you to stop because it's beneficial to him. No history in the niggadom ever has a man been like, oh, stop doing all this stuff. Stop making my life easier. I don't look at you like that. Hell no, they going to kick their motherfucking feet up and enjoy these perks without doing no work.
All right. So, I mean, we talked about it last night, but I'm going to just say I followed her. So to see the even change in her tone of voice is scary to me. And it doesn't read that type of love that she is talking about should be given. Like, first of all, who gives that to a nigga they not married to? Let's start there. And I know marriage, y'all say shit like marriage isn't the goal. Marriage doesn't secure anything. Yeah, but marriage proves that a man is choosing you above all. So then when you give this amount of attention to him, it'll at least be somewhat deserved because he's put you on a pedestal by making you his wife. When a man makes you his wife, he is in essence putting you on a pedestal, which is why he gets down on one knee when he proposes to you. It is a humbling to the smaller but greater creature. That's why. That's why. To me, that's why. Okay. So thank you, Michelle, for the super chat. This lady shaking my head, her biggest flex. Shame. It shouldn't be like when I see the fact that this woman has been working towards her career for so many years and to see her adopt like this mind frame, it's just very scary. And I also don't like the fact that her saying that she's like this in this very like blind love type of way. what it ends up doing on social media is making people who are undeserving of that type of love
woman
feel like they need to require what she's talking about. First of all of you niggas don't deserve that. Second of all, a woman that doesn't have the discipline to pull back on that when necessary is making someone who is going to abuse her. You are teaching that man how to treat you. And I just feel like Jazzy is young and she is in a space in her life where because somebody has money, she thinks what she's offering is worth it. But over time, it is going to get exhausting. Over time, it's going to feel like you're being abused. And then you'll look back on yourself and you'll say, I don't know what the fuck I was doing or why I thought that would work. I don't know what I was thinking because I knew better. Like, it'll be a whole different conversation once she gets on the other side of this. I thought she was 28. I'm sorry. She's 30. Okay. So 30-year-old her is doing these things. And I promise you, that's probably because she never was in a relationship long-term with somebody with money like that. Okay. Like, I promise you, it's something about the situation that makes her feel like it's worthy of that. But y'all, I've been in a relationship with the same man for 11 years. I absolutely know what it's like to be attentive, to anticipate needs. I was just talking to my husband today. I said, babe, don't you feel like I'm that way? He was like, absolutely. Like, when I say my husband will make me a cup of coffee and I'll be like, thank you, babe. He'll be like, he'll say shit like, thank you for everything. He don't just say, oh, thank you for making me a plate. Oh, thank you for, no, he'll say thank you for everything. That's what my husband says to me quite often. Thank you for everything. Okay. Because essentially the shit that I do, and I've said this before, can't be quantified. What I provide, what I give, how I support, how my love nurtures, all of that shit is not something that can be explained or quantified. And it's damn sure not something you need to be given to everybody. And it's not something that you need to talk about in this forum, in this way. This screams, I'm being abused, but I'm okay with it because he has money and the dick is good and it's worth it for me right now. It's worth it for me right now. But when I first heard that it's not sustainable. You can only live like that for so long before you start realizing that you're becoming a shell of yourself. And that is going to start to hurt at some point. No woman is going to be happy her entire life submitting all of her wants and needs to this man. That's not realistic. That is abuse. It's a form of mind control. And if she's telling you it's what she wants, it's because she is mentally conditioned and groomed to feel that way, while simultaneously exhibiting physical traits that show us that she's diminishing herself. So if you're so happy doing that, if that's so fulfilling for you, why do you seem diminished? Why do you seem smaller than you were before? Because see, if something really feeds you, if that's really something that, giving that type of love is so beneficial for you as a person, then it would make you bigger. You would be able to be your biggest and fullest self and give that love to somebody. But because you can't, you have to diminish yourself in some capacity to give that man that love. That means that it's not healthy and it's not real. Real love nurtures who you are. Both of you. Real love nurtures both people. Okay? And the lesson that this young woman has not learned, and I'm going to say it like that. I don't give a fuck. I'm 34 years old. I'm going to call her a young woman. The lesson that this young woman has not yet to learn is that how you treat yourself is in essence how a man will treat you. So if you don't take care of yourself, if you don't care about your needs and wants, if you are going to put him before you no matter what, that's exactly how he is going to treat you long term. And let me tell you something, like British William said, he wanted to dominate my life, but when I needed him, he was nowhere to be found. Because you know what? You're going to teach him that you don't need anything. So the moment when you do need of him in some capacity and you don't have the energy or the wherewithal or the bandwidth or the help to give to him in that way that you were always giving to him, he is going to leave you high and fucking dry because you've already taught him that he don't need to do much for you. Let me tell you something. Real love, real relationships ain't got shit to do with folding clothes and making plates. Like, it really don't have shit to do with that. And I honestly feel like this is such a dangerous message for young women. It's such a dangerous message because society is already telling young women that all they should want is a ring. All they should want is some man to take care of them. All they should want is some man to come and save them. That's all y'all talk about. And it's so sad when you see these young girls that start out having all of these aspirations and hopes for themselves and let some man distract them from their overall goal. Let me tell you something. You can lose yourself in a good man. You can lose yourself in a good man, Savannah girl. Do you hear me? You can lose yourself in a good man. So I know you can lose yourself in a bad one. And you can't tell me Cam Newton is some great man requiring all of this from this woman. Talking about, your of course your friends gonna feel like that. Ain't nobody doing that for them. Nobody should be giving up that much of themselves for another person. Nobody. It's not healthy. I don't care who you are. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. It's not healthy. I don't care if you're married. I don't care if nobody should get that amount of your attention. You as a woman, when you love in that way, and I know because that is what my mother taught me. That is the gift that my mama gave me. Okay. All of that, natural, submissive, the shit that y'all don't ever see and you won't because that ain't your place to see it. And that's why she shouldn't have got her ass on this interview like this and talk this way, because it is toxic as fuck to promote that type of love amongst a masses of people that can't possibly understand what it requires in order to nurture that type of love. Meaning on both sides, a man has to feel like he's not going to let his woman be a workhorse for him. So at some point, he's actually going to tell you, babe, I got it. That's good. I got it. But you also have to be the person to put up boundaries and take care of yourself so he will know how to take care of you as well. It can't be a one-sided relationship. She was talking about an unbalanced, one-sided relationship like that shit was working for her. And I'm like, girl, you had dreams for yourself and this is what you're doing? This is what you're doing with your years of working on social media, doing your skits, doing your comedy shows. You have now come to this. This is what we're doing. You could love a man. You could take care of a man. You could be all of that for a man. The world don't need to know that. The world don't need to know that, especially if your man has repeatedly got his big ass with his little hats on fucking social media and said things that really sound detrimental to women. Michelle and Bell, thank you for the super chat. Cam doesn't even seem like he could earn the catering she provides. Not at all. Thank you, Arena, for the Cash App. Not at all. And the way he talks about the ex, the one he had the 4 kids with, to me, have you talked to that lady? Do you what's the relationship with her? Because I feel like he was controlling her too. He was making her think the one he has 4 kids with. She has 5 kids, but they have 4 kids together. He has 7 kids all together. He has 7 children all together, I believe. And she has 4 with him. And she had 1 before. And I think he's had 2 since because he just had 1 recently. But either way, he felt like he could keep telling her he was going to marry her because she put that pressure on him the whole time, but she was still having babies for him. And he was telling her he was going to marry her, even though that's not what he wanted. So in his mind, he knew that's not what he wanted, but he never vocalized that to her. So she stayed with him for 7 years and had 4 children with him. Now for her to turn around and be the baby mama that she said she wasn't. So understand when I'm saying that you have to teach a man how to treat you and you have to have your boundaries set in place so you don't end up being something you didn't want to be. Okay? I imagine that woman, because she was with him when he was still playing. So I feel like she probably catered to him on a whole nother level because she had to cater to the basketball player that required way more. Cam has 5 kids, 2 stepkids, he claims. I said 7 children Because in the article and what he said he has 7 children. Whether 2 of them are biologically his or not, if he's taking responsibility for them. That's what the article I read said, okay? But it doesn't matter. Either way, that's 5 to 7 children. It don't matter. The point is, he was with that lady for 7 years, telling that lady he was going to marry her and lying the entire time. And you think that you need to come up behind that and be this nigga's everything to the point where you have to scratch his back for him to fall asleep every night, bitch? What in the abusive? Somebody call 911. Somebody call 911. Hey, only Adrian. Thank you for the super chat, girl. Only one Adrian, girl. You know I say only Adrian. I don't know why. I don't understand why single women let these men demand all this submission. That's for marriage only. And even then, only for a nigga that's worth it. And even when the nigga worked it, you got to pull back on it. Because men will let you do all these things for them because society tells them they should be taken care of by a woman like she's their mother. So they'll allow you to do these things for them. Even when you still working and still doing shit. Y'all, in everyday life, 2 people in a household could be working and a woman will still be expected to fill womanly duties like the nigga is paying all the bills or something. So for me, I just kind of feel like in her situation, you're not married, you're his girlfriend. He hasn't proven anything to you in order for you to give this to him. And you are on the internet disseminating this information to the children as if this is something that they should be doing or expecting. Because so many niggas in the comments clapping. DL Hughley and them posting this shit, clapping. Niggas who have been disrespectful for decades to their wives who have done exactly this at some point or have never been deserving of this in the first place, but got the audacity to repost this shit with clap hands. People who are not deserving of this, okay, are going to promote this. And that's what I don't like. Because even people that deserve it don't deserve it all the time. And you need to learn how to pull back, put up boundaries, protect yourself first, and make sure your needs are being met in any situation. So talking about you don't need balance, you need balance in everything in order for it not to go off the rails. So if you don't need balance in your relationship with that nigga, you're lying to yourself and you're blind. You're blind right now. And you a young girl and we're going to let you be blind. Because a lot of y'all be old and be blind. So we're going to let her be blind, but we're going to pray for her. And we're going to pray that everything work out for her. And, you know, if it's a great relationship and she ends up getting married and it all works out, great. But let me tell you something. I've been living for 34 years and I've seen a whole bunch of relationships. And I've seen a whole bunch of men. I've seen a whole bunch of women stay together for years. Like, cheat on each other, have children out of the relationship, and everybody come back and still be doing this. I've seen relationships over years, and I'm telling you, that type of shit never ends well. I don't care what anybody's talking about. Them hoes be lying to y'all, okay? Talking about they happy. No, they not. They waiting on the nigga to die, okay? Shinjay, thank you for the super chat. To be honest, I feel like this is one of those listening to your family saying you're 30 and need to settle down mindsets. Being Caribbean, it's pushed. Yeah, just because you're getting older, now you need to hurry up and grab hold to whatever ain't shit nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm not saying that Cam Newton is an ain't shit nigga in a respect that we see. But this is even promoting it on any level is going to promote it for women that's fucking with ain't shit niggas. Like, it's just... It is what, especially when those ain't shit niggas listen to the toxic shit that Cam says in interviews and on podcasts and shit. So that's why I'm like, listen, y'all, when she said this shit, I was like, okay, she may be with a nigga, that's deserving of that type of energy. But when Jamie told me that she went with Cam Newton, I said, bitch, this girl done lost her damn mind. 2Ls, thank you for the super chat. She trying to outperform the exes, thinking she's doing what they did wrong, and she gonna win in the end. #sad. Yeah, because it's not about them. It's about the man. It's about the man. It's not about them. And you said it yourself. That's why it's so sad. I just turned 40 and already feel like kids and marriage is a wrap. And it may not be. And it may not be. And even if it is, oh well, marriage is not a wrap. You 40, marriage is not a wrap. Kids, marriage, nah. Exactly, because for whatever reason, these bums always think it pertains to them too. Exactly. Girl, let me tell you something. People, look, yes, African and Caribbean cultures. It's not just African and Caribbean cultures, it's American culture too. It's just that we be fighting against that shit because we see it don't work. And we saw, a lot of our grandmamas, you still end up alone because these niggas don't outlive you. And after you just spent all your young good years doing all of this shit, and they still end up dogging you out or not being fair or not eventually giving you what you asked for after you put in all of this work, or then eventually them niggas die. You know what I'm saying? And then you didn't spend all those years being some shell of a woman for some man that wasn't really deserving of you giving up that much of yourself, because no man is deserving of you giving up all of yourself. Nobody is deserving of you giving up all of yourself. That is not healthy. That is not healthy. It's just not. It don't matter how you slice it. It don't matter who you with. It don't matter how much money the nigga got. None of that matters. Okay. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Okay, I gotta go. That's all I got for y'all. Okay, let me just say this real quick before we go. Talk about Mel and Martell on vacation together. So I don't like to get involved in grown folks' business. And what I mean is that's two grown-ass people that have a family, that have children. And if they feel like they can go on a trip and be together with their children, that's them people business. You know what I'm saying? If it ends up on a reality show, I'll have more of an opinion about it. Okay. However, I think we all know that Martell is not in a space where he is worthy of being husband again. He is not worthy of being husband again. I would really like to hope that Mel, is staying focused, because at the end of the day, niggas be real, niggas be real good when they want to be real good. And you remember how good it used to be, and the comfortability, and they attractive and you attractive, and y'all got kids, and the kids love y'all, and all of this shit. I totally understand how you can slip and fall on some dick. And when you slip and fall on some dick and that dick touch your heart, it can be real hard to let it go. So that's why I'm just praying for her overall, you know what I'm saying, mental and emotional, because I feel like she's been through a lot lately. And to have to be in close proximity to him when you're still trying to heal from what he did has to be very difficult, and some type of mental and emotional balancing act. You know what I'm saying? I'm praying for the girl. All right. But I gotta go, y'all. But also I just kind of feel like it doesn't mean they're getting together. It doesn't mean that Coleslaw should be somewhere crying in her space boots. Girl, I just feel like let that man take care of his children. Try to make the shit amicable, but make sure you keep your boundaries up, because we all know he has not done enough work at all to be deserving of being husband again. Okay, so we're gonna pray for her that she don't backslide on the dick, because we know how easy that can be. Okay, all right, y'all. We'll talk about it more. Y'all know, Monday, Sunday, whichever day I do Love in Marriage Huntsville. I love y'all. Have a good rest of y'all day, and I'll come talk to y'all, when I'm done getting my tattoo. Bye.